So we all know that Roseville, California is one of the top places to live here in Sacramento, but it can be quite large and vast and really hard to find out exactly where to live. So in this video, we're gonna break down East, West, and Central Roseville all in one video. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sam Golovey. I'm your local real estate professional. This channel is dedicated to people such as yourself that want to know more information on the Sacramento area and might be interested in the new construction around here. All right, so to kick it off, let's start with one of my personal favorites. We're gonna start in East Roseville. Now, East Roseville is known to be a little bit more established, older type of communities around here. Now, there's various neighborhoods and all sorts of price ranges. Really, in East Roseville, you can start anywhere in the 500s up to the $1 million or more mark, depending on the neighborhood. Now, to pull it up on a map here, I wanted to really show you the different areas of Roseville from this point of view. As we come into East Roseville, you can see here that it's really on the eastern side of Highway 80. Now, one of the main exits when going into East Roseville is going to be Douglas Boulevard off of Highway 80, and it really just goes straight shot down all the way to Folsom Lake. Now, over here, there's some really great entrances to Folsom Lake, and this is what really makes East Roseville most appealing, in my opinion, is the proximity to Granite Bay and also Folsom Lake. So if you're into boating or just being near the water like we are, we take our boat there all the time. I know a lot of our friends and family members will take their paddle boards and jet skis and stuff like that. So it's really nice proximity to be close to the lake. The other thing that you should know about East Roseville is that it is more established. You're not gonna see a lot of new construction around here. You're not gonna see a lot of development. Maybe here and there you might see a house being built, but more or less it's all pretty filled in. All the shopping, the retail, for the most part, is already filled in here in East Roseville. One of the main things that I personally like about East Roseville is that it's more mature. All the vegetation, the trees are a lot more mature, and you'll see when you drive through here, it's hard to explain. But this, compared to a lot of the new construction going on in Sacramento, is definitely a different feel and a different vibe to the community. So if that's more of your taste or what you're looking for, East Roseville definitely offers that. Now, I wanted to jump into a few of the communities around here that are very popular. So as you can see here on a map, right away what stands out is going to be Johnson Ranch. Now, Johnson Ranch is a huge master plan development, so there's various neighborhoods in here. A lot of the neighborhoods that you'll see surrounding there are going to be smaller, quaint neighborhoods with maybe like gated access, so you will see some HOAs around here. So we've definitely had clients buy in this area. It's very nice. There's also a clubhouse or a sports affiliation that you can be a part of, so if you want to have access to pools, gyms, membership, and things like that, that is going on in Johnson Ranch, which is really nice. Now, if you wanted something a little bit, maybe not as many HOAs around and stuff like that, around this Maidu Regional Park. Now, this is a huge park in the area. Great place to take the kids, play baseball, all sorts of sports around there and stuff like that. But it's very popular, and all around here is neighborhoods and smaller developments that a lot of people would buy in. And this is a great location because you can definitely get into starting price points for Roseville, like in the 500s, but you can also get into a lot more affluent neighborhoods, if you will, like in the 800s to the $1 million mark. The great thing about this location anywhere here in East Roseville is that you're going to be right here next to Kaiser Permanente. It's not showing up on my map, but this is a huge draw of why people want to be in East Roseville. It's going to be the hospitals. You have Kaiser Permanente right here, right off Douglas Boulevard, but you also have Sutter Roseville right up here as well, which is a great location. A lot of the physicians and medical professionals reach out to us because they want to be in the East Roseville area, or sometimes even Granite Bay just next door to have proximity to the hospitals, or sometimes they're looking for a job relocation. But a lot of people like the proximity to the hospitals. That's definitely been a huge point of why people like this part of Roseville specifically. Now, continuing on with this, some of the other neighborhoods I'd like to mention really quickly are going to be like Olympus Point. This is also a beautiful area to live in. And also, one very popular area is going to be the East Roseville Parkway. Now, this is a beautiful location. I personally am a huge fan of this one because you also have the Miners Ravine right down here, which is a beautiful parkway. So there's a lot of homes lined up against this ridge, if you will. And there's a trail running through there with a creek as well. So if you like to go hiking and biking, or for evening walks. This is a beautiful location for that. People from all over go here. You can also buy homes that are kind of on this ridge all around here with the greenbelt views. So if that's something that you're into, I would definitely look into this part of East Roseville. One of the other things you should know about East Roseville is that it's also pretty close in proximity to all the main shopping that's going on more in Central Roseville. So if you want to be next to the Galleria Mall or a quick drive to Costco, all that stuff is just about a 10-minute drive, more or less. So it's really a great location. To me, East Roseville gives off this feel that it's a little bit more separated and not as busy as the rest of Roseville. And of course, you can see that in the higher price points in different parts of East Roseville. Currently, there's not a lot of inventory on the market when it comes to buying a resale home. And this is probably one of the bigger drawbacks right now in the market with East Roseville, is that there's just not a lot of homes to choose from. So that's why a lot of people may consider West Roseville compared to East. One of the final things you might want to know about this part of East Roseville, now depending where you land, you actually can get into a Granite Bay school district. That's going to be Eureka Union School District, which is a highly rated school district in the area. I've had clients personally buy in certain parts of East Roseville if they could, because they would still be taking advantage of that school district and they wouldn't necessarily be paying Granite Bay home prices. But also on top of that, Granite Bay is going to be a part of PG&E, which could be higher utility costs versus Roseville that has their own utilities company and could be fairly cheaper. So the next part of Roseville that we want to jump into is going to be Central Roseville. Now, a lot of people may have difference of opinions on what exactly Central Roseville is, but this is it to me, okay? So Central Roseville, we're going to focus on this portion right here, which is going to be right in here where the 80 kind of gets tucked up next to Highway 65. These are going to be kind of like your two major highways running through here. And Central Roseville right here, I mean, this is going to be kind of like your old town, old Roseville downtown area, if you will. Now that's a really great place if you want to go and just kind of walk the streets. You're going to see some buildings, older buildings made out of brick. You're also going to see Fourscore Coffee Shop, which is one of my favorite coffee shops. But all around here and down here, you're going to see older homes. So in this part of Roseville specifically, those homes can easily be pushing 80, 100 or more years old. A lot of them have been renovated and updated. So you may see these cottage style looking bungalow style homes that pop up on the market. And those can be fairly affordable too, just depending where you land. Royer Park right here is a pretty popular park in that area. And it's got some really nice walkability. Now on this part of Roseville too, if you were to buy here, what's nice is that you got like Trader Joe's and a shopping center over here. Then you also have Denio's Farmer Market and Swap Meet. So that's like a huge market where you can go get fresh fruits, all sorts. I mean, they got everything there, clothes, anything you can want. It's like an outdoor market. Might be a cool thing to visit if you're bored on a Saturday. But apart from that, some of the neighborhoods that I wanted to really dive into is going to be like Diamond Oaks. And why I really like this community is it's actually tied to a golf course, Diamond Oaks Golf Course, and there's also another private golf course down here. But the nice part about Diamond Oaks is that it's so centrally located. This road right here, and we actually sold a house for a friend in this neighborhood, and he absolutely loved living here. But down this road right here, I mean, you could get into the fountains and the Galleria Mall within minutes. I mean, literally a couple minutes and you're right there. You would never really know that Diamond Oaks is there unless you live here, because once you see the Galleria Mall and all that shopping, and it could be kind of a fairly busy area, especially during the holidays. And a lot of people go there just to hang out, shop, of course. But I mean, within a couple minutes out of your neighborhood, you can get there. Or if you want to avoid all that busyness and that stuff, you could take this back road right here. So Diamond Oaks is an area that I would strongly consider. Now, these homes are definitely going to be older, probably 30 plus years old at the recording of this video at this time, more or less. You can get some homes that back up to the golf course. They're a little bit more rare. But a lot of the homes that pop up here, I mean, you can get homes that are fully remodeled and really nice with a pool, or sometimes you can even get a fixer and kind of increase the value yourself. Now on that, another popular community is going to be the Highland Reserve. Now this is an area that gets pretty notable, I should say, is a notable community here in Roseville. These homes are going to be a little bit higher on the price point. Now here you can be easily pushing the $800 to $1 million mark or more, depending on the home, but it's still got a great location, because if you were to buy in this Highland Reserve area, and I'm talking about it as a whole, of course there's other great neighborhoods around here, so I'm just kind of giving you guys an overview for the video. But this is a great location because you can also take Roseville Parkway down and literally also probably within 10 minutes or less be at the Gallery Mall and all the main shopping that's going on. Why I love Central Roseville as far as when it comes to this upper north side, if you will, and this general area is because the proximity. You could either quickly go to Highway 80 by just taking the roads, you can get to all the shopping, and you can get to Highway 65. So if you're someone who likes that quick access and doesn't want to be stuck driving 20 minutes or more just to get to the freeway, this is going to be a great location for you. Some other fun parts about this part of Roseville is that you do have Sunsplash. So if you got kids and right now it's really hot outside during the summer, that's going to be a great place to go and hang out for the day. It's got basically a huge water park in the area. And Roseville is really known for its parks and trails. So in most of these areas that I'm covering in Roseville, you're going to have some proximity to trails nearby and definitely a lot of parks here in Roseville. Now, one possible con that I wanted to bring up, depending on where you buy in Roseville, especially in the central part, is that if you pay attention here and we kind of zoom in right here, is the train tracks. Train tracks definitely run through this part of Sacramento, so you want to keep an eye out depending where you buy. I've definitely known this area to get a little noisy. Now, that is personal preference. I've had clients say that train tracks don't bother them at all, and others that definitely want peace and quiet. So just depending where you land in this area, you may be hearing that, and that's definitely something that I would look out for when buying a house. Hey guys, real quick, I wanted to make a note here. If you're looking for new construction homes here in Sacramento, we've put together a quick cheat sheet for a lot of our clients, which will show you the top 100 brand new communities going on in Sacramento right now. If you'd like a copy of that, you can check out the link right down below. All right, so let's continue to West Roseville. This area is absolutely different from the rest of Roseville. It's an area that we get asked about all the time because of all the new construction homes. Now, there's so many builders in the area, it would be hard to cover them even in just one day. But with all those options, it's really attracted a lot of people moving into the area because with the low inventory in the market right now, it's really created some supply for a lot of the home buyers wanting to move into Roseville. Now, to give you an idea of where we are here in Roseville, of course, we're here on the western side, but really west of Highway 65 and up in this area right here. It's definitely a different feel than East Roseville. A lot of the stuff is still in new construction. There is some retail coming in, places like a new 24-hour fitness, a Nugget Market, Rayleigh's One, and a variety of fast food chains, which has been really great to see that it's kind of pushing forward and progressing right now. But you're going to see a lot of new construction homes definitely on this western side right here and up here on the northern side. Now, some areas to look out for here in West Roseville are going to be areas like West Park, Fitment Farm, Winding Creek, and now the new Amaruso Ranch. Now, if you're not familiar with those, Amaruso Ranch is going to be right up here getting developed. It's still not even on the maps yet, and Winding Creek is going to be kind of right down here. Fitment Farm is going to be tied in over here, and then West Park. Another great big area is going to be Solaire, which is going to be a little bit south down here. Now, all these areas are good in their own right. I don't really think you can go wrong with any of them. It's really going to be about the specific house and the community feel that you like. Now, one of the most attractive things for families moving into specifically West Roseville is going to be the highly rated school district. Now, there is a difference. Depending where you land in Roseville, you may be a part of different school districts going on in the area. Now, being on the newer side of Roseville, this has really been an attractant for a lot of families looking to move into the area because there have been newer elementary schools, middle schools, and a brand new, huge high school that recently came in. And just to show you, this is West Park High School. It's really a state-of-the-art high school. Now, being on this western, really this west northern side of Roseville, you're going to be a part of all these newer great schools. One thing you should consider if you're moving into the area is that depending where you land in West Roseville, especially the further down south you go, the school districts can change and the schools can change. So make sure to do your due diligence before moving forward on a new construction home with the builder. Now, really quickly, I did want to make this cautionary note. If you're looking to move here into the area specifically for the schools, I would definitely do your research because the schools are getting impacted now with all the new construction going on. There's been a lot of homes built over the last couple years. You definitely want to do your research and make sure that your child is getting into the right school. There's a lot of different boundaries around here and the school districts can change. So make sure to do your homework before moving forward on a new home. Now, really, some of the cons to this area, if you are going to be considering moving into this newer part, is that you're going to be dealing with a lot of the new construction, some of the noise, depending on how far along the community is. You're going to have to deal with that for a little while. The second thing is that you're going to be a little bit farther away from all the central Roseville amenities. Now, if you don't really need all that day to day, you don't mind driving a little bit for now, I think the infrastructure is definitely starting here in West Roseville. I really don't think you're going to miss out for now. So if you can be a little bit patient and it doesn't bother you that much, I think it's going to be just fine. The last thing I will mention is that just depending where you buy in West Roseville, it's going to be a little bit further commute to get to the highway. But if you are going to be traveling to the airport and things like that, I know some people liked buying all the way further west Roseville or even the south side of West Roseville, because then they could take back roads and get to Highway 99, which makes for an easier commute to get to the airport. And lastly, I'll mention this. If you're looking for a brand new home, there's going to be some various costs to consider. A lot of these homes may have an extra solar cost because new homes require solar, but on top of that, you're going to have a lot of Melloru's or a higher tax rate. And this is fairly common in newer developments all around Sacramento. So just one of the parts of buying a brand new home. But on that note, if you want to be in an upcoming area where everything is new, clean, and growing, this is going to be a great location for you and your family. We've also done many other videos on West Roseville and a lot of the brand new home model tours. So if you'd like to see some of those, I'm going to link them down below. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it and found some valuable information out of it. Let me know, what's your favorite part of Roseville? Is it going to be East Roseville, Central Roseville, or West Roseville with all the new construction? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, if you ever need a resource here in Sacramento, you need help buying, selling, or investing in real estate, reach out to me and my team. We help people all the time on a weekly basis, and we'd love to help you out as well. You can give us a quick call, text, or even fill out the form down below. But for now, my name is Sam with Golovey Real Estate. Give it that thumbs up and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. I'll see you guys on the next one.